Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Haft here. I'm at the Mulva Pier. This is one of Genghis Khan's swords and stuff. It says the gold inlays, it says on here, 1290 AD. Look at that beautiful handle and stuff on there. And this is an imperial passport. One of two known. It says from 1240 AD, made out of steel. I'm not going to stop and read all these here, but if you want to stop it and pause it and look at it, go ahead. This is the time of the Mongol Empire. Range to 1325 from 1163. So approximately 160 years or so. It's kind of like an old tapestry and stuff. A Genghis. These are the spirits and stuff. They're pretty cool. They use those stuff. You can fight from a distance, folks. You don't have to fight like somebody with a sword that's real close to you. Genghis Khan and his descendants. The four Khanates, Genghis Khan divided his empire between his four principal sons and their families. There's a lot of area to cover they had. And they had horses, folks. Spirit banners. And this here is kind of cool. This is an outfit they wear. They got the shield. It has turquoise in the shield and stuff. It's an old saber and stuff like that. And then down there, that's a shield. It's like a sword, robe, small shield, reindeer antler. That's right there. And then drum and drumstick right there. Oh, okay, that's a drum. I thought it was a shield too, but it's a drum. My bad. Traditional nomadic dwelling. It's interesting they had, you know, those helmets and stuff like that. There's a bow and something, another sword and stuff, kind of like. It's kind of cool the way they have this shelter and stuff like that. And it looks like they had like a towel they could close it off. They had a lot of wind and stuff like that. And they actually have like a pot where they cooked it and stuff like that. Look at those shoes. Those would have been uncomfortable. But there's a couple bows, something else and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go through here and look at this. They gotta go from the other side. It says that's a game. And these are stone carvings and stuff. It's kind of a jug. Oh, a little pan, maybe cook something in there, small, or use it for water. It's made out of copper. And that's a powder horn. A scent box. It's kind of a cool picture. Oh, let's look through here, and they got the bell play horse. Genghis Kahn wood 1240, and then 1240 AD. Those are some priceless artifacts. What's amazing is the people nowadays, they're worried about their cable TV not working. You can see where those people were living now. It's just rise of the Mongols, 1185 to 1206. This is kind of cool. These are different arrows that they use. It says arrows, and arrowheads. It's amazing how they have the feathers on there. It's kind of a cool bow. You get the striped feather, and then like a hunting spear and stuff like that. And those are some old pictures that they made and stuff. It's kind of cool. These are some old knives and stuff, folks. This is kind of cool. This is like an old tapestry and stuff with the writing in there. This is album painting, it's called. Some different knives. Short saber. It's a long one. Tell that's original, so it's got the patina on it. It's got interesting, it's got the engraving stuff on there. And those are sword hangers, they're called. That's a nice big sword there. And stuff. That's pretty cool stuff. Oh, here we go. I know for them a big thing was horses. This is a saddle. Wood, iron, leather, ray skin, and lacquer. That's cool. These are stirrups, okay? Put your feet in those. Bridle bits. Another old. This one says from 15 AD. So that's almost 1,000 years old, that saddle. This one, the saddle's from 1350 to 1400. Yeah. We're 26, so it's over 1,000 years old. That's kind of cool. That's super cool. It's kind of something like they use like a flag. And look at the protection for the horse so he doesn't get stabbed and stuff. He's got actually metal on his head. It's kind of like a warrior and stuff like that. It's beautiful. There's another warrior, leather helmet and stuff. I don't know. It says don't touch, but what? I wonder what that's. He's got like guarding, except for between his legs. I'm not going to put on any of the films at all. Lumian Empire. After uniting the nomads, Genghis Khan and his loyal officers led the Mongol army of 100,000 men in other campaigns to expand their territory. These were brutal enough and decimated the population. Genghis Khan died during the second war against the Chinese kingdom in 1227. At Genghis' death, the Mongol Empire stretched from the Korean Peninsula to the Aral Sea. Those are kind of neat elements. I don't know if it's something like, kind of like a flag. And then you got a bunch of cool stuff here. Some little knives, different types of swords and stuff like that. A spear in the back. Fire starters they had. And this is cool. This is like a catapult. It's a siege weapon. They put something on where the rope is there, and they tightened it up, and they hurled it at the building to try to, at the fort or castle, whatever, to try to. Okay, I missed this part. There's some helmets and stuff like that. Look at the size of that sword. I think it's huge, the blade on it. It's kind of like a Mongol warrior. Maybe it was like Genghis. This thing's pretty wild. This was used like to shoot arrows and stuff. And see that bag? I know they could light those on fire, and they would shoot them over in to try to start the castle or whatever on fire. Or I mean, you could do quite a bit of damage with this depending upon the blast. You see how they cranked it back to get that tight and stuff like that. And then they released it and it shot out of there. That's awesome. You know, because a lot of times it was kind of hard to attack a castle. That people thought and put their minds together, and that's what they come up with. This is a monument known as the Genghis Kahn Stone, 1225 commemorative stone. I'm gonna go backwards so you can see this. It's pretty awesome. Cannons and swords. Oh, and then where they put the gunpowder and shot it out. Look at how old that sleeve is for that. I mean, you just see that the old wood is just dried out and cracked, and one of those original helmets and stuff. with the little pieces of metal, put together with a kind of like we'd call like a chain link with cannons and swords. Mongol helmet. 1290 swords from 1200s. It's amazing stuff, folks. A spear tip. That's some awesome stuff. All right, folks. I think I might have finished the tour here, except for this. Warrior armor was made of lightweight, flexible chain mail or leather plates. Isn't that cool? That's old. You can see how it's deteriorated, and all the different chips and stuff for spears and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of history, folks. Where is the exit? Over here?
Nope, towards the back.
Towards the back.
So you gotta make your way.
Thank
to
you.
the other side.
Yeah, this is really cool. This travels around, huh? Oh, I didn't see all this stuff yet. Buddhism in the Mongol Empire. It's kind of cool. It's on the left here. This is a portable Nestian tabernacle. Some religious stuff. Cups, symbols. Oh, these little brass symbols. A belt. It's kind of a cool little switch. Yeah. This is a Mongol dress. Okay, we're going to here, and you got cups, figurine, toiletries, coins. That's some fun stuff. There's an elaborate dress. Looks like for a woman, with all the colors and stuff, and that. It's got like that's where the original shoulder pads came from. And look at those boots. They look small feet. They look uncomfortable. I don't know the whole story behind it, but I'm sure there's a reason. Okay, there's a monument to Genghis Kahn. It's made out of like stone and stuff. Look at how small that helmet is. That thing is for like a child or something. It was like hairpins or something this year. There's so much about it. Clothes and accessories. There's a hat, a belt and stuff. I wonder what it cost to bring this in. Hi.
Hi.
What is that called?
It's called yatta.
Okay. Thank you. We got some different instruments and stuff they used to play. Music has been a part of our culture forever. That's kind of cool back there. It's kind of like a mask with a headdress and stuff. Arrowheads here. And then that's a badge. And these are some pictures and stuff all there. There's another nice monument to Kolovskin Teal Fortress. Look at this chair. This is just awesome. Trying to sit on and stuff like that. That's can't be too heavy with that light of string on it. Okay. Teacup stands. Fluted. Look at that little weird picture back there. It's kind of flat, like it's like a shell kind of. Some different stuff they used for teacups and
During Marco Polo's time, having developed into the biggest and most complex trade network.
There's some beautiful swords, folks. 1270, 80. Swordfish scabbard. This here is an Italian broadsword. They took weapons. I'm sure wherever they went, they took the weapons. So this is a ceremonial drum. Look at the elaborate work on the sides and stuff like that. Awesome. The artistry. Arts and music are two things that they've had, you know, forever. And, you know, even from the 1200s and stuff, it's so beautiful. There's a bowl and horse and stuff. It's a Moon King, and this is Moonlight All White Princess. And this is Nazana from 1300s, folks. Imagine what all this stuff is worth here. It just blow your mind. What's interesting about this headdress, look at the skulls on the top, the little ones. Stuff. I wonder how they must have, I'm thinking they must have carved those out of stone and stuff. And the brass here, it says, Jaskin Mask. Oh, this is from 2005. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Most of the stuff is like 1200s and stuff. It's a Mongolian Khan figure from 1325. Another sword. So much was 1200 is about protecting themselves in war, folks. And there is a black jade from 1215. Oh, it was tipped on its side. I don't know why. It's a barnacle encrusted canteen. Must have sat in the water for a while. And this is Mongolia today, folks. I got the masks and stuff. A different culture. This is Sazan Festival masks. Pretty cool. This one here too is kind of like, looks like evil. Yeah. Some pictures and stuff. The modern day Democratic Republic of Mongolia, after a century of Chinese and Soviet control, is committed to planning for the future while preserving its past and its pristine. It'd be cool to go there, you know, just to see it, because it is a lot of history, folks. There's some pictures and stuff. Thank you. There it is, folks. Genghis Khan and Mongolia.